80 years ago, the war against the Dragonkin ended. Catastrophic magical explosions reaped the land of Matusia, leading the nation of Antili victorious. Matusia, forever scarred, its lands were never the same. With untamed magic, the land and its denizens were ripped asunder and changed forever. The nation of Antili, recognizing on how volatile Matusia had become, created a magical wall around its neighbor, ensuring that the magic was contained. Now naming the lands the Expanse.
Welcome everyone, and welcome to Beginner's Luck. I am Larry, and I am the game master for this game. I am joined here by my lovely players.
Hi, I'm Bella. I play Annie Bones. She enjoys a nice shot of espresso. I personally enjoy a very sweet latte.
My name is Rob. I play Gordar Sevrok, who probably wouldn't drink coffee, but some kind of chai. And I much prefer a cappuccino with a lot of chocolate on top.
My name is Avia, and I play Rainer. Rainer would only probably go to a coffee to try to scam someone out of some cash.
And me, Larry, just likes to scam people. Sounds very, very good. I will scam the hell out of anyone for all the cash that they have.
Isn't that the way?
All right, so let us begin. It is currently high noon in the city of Antili as we go through the Diamond District with sprawling skyscrapers towering over the people below. Up high, old Antili, where the University of Mages sits. Going down to McKinley Park, where the stadium and showgrounds sits. There we have Nick Nocturne with his regular performances, probably headlined by Astral Levine. Then we head down to South Shores, where the docks are, bustling with travelers from all around and ships from all over the world. But as we continue on towards the ocean, not too far off the docks, we find Black Hole Prison, a towering prison that sits up high and all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. The tower in itself is surrounded by maelstroms and sea monsters. The prison itself is the largest prison in Antili, and here is where the worst of the worst is confined. Now, unbeknownst to the government in itself, the warden has put on an illegal show, some sort of blood sport. And every once in a while, he has prisoners fight their way through for special prizes, perhaps privileges, perhaps maybe even shaves off some time off their sentences. Maybe, possibly, but that is unknown. And currently, one of that blood sport event is happening. A crowd of prisoners gather to be let in or to sign up. And we have a few select who decided to participate in these games. And Annie, you are trudging along, and you can see you've known about these games for such a long time, and you've heard rumors that with this particular event that there is a special guest. So there may be a special prize. This is the first time in your long sentence that you decide to actually participate. Could you give us perhaps a description of Annie and what is she doing as she waits?
So, Annie is a Goliath of the Storm ancestry. Her hair is a mix of black and grey with age. Her eyes shimmer with like amethyst. And there's little markings of runes on her face as well. At the moment, she's just kind of fiddling with her prosthetic arm, which sadly is made out of wood, not like what she originally came to the prison with. You could say that she's just mumbling about wanting metal, just waving around her arms, just saying metal, 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 metal.
You can see a few of the other prisoners around you. Some of them spot you, well, simply because of your size, and they seem to purposely avoid you, whether they know you by reputation or just by your sheer size. It is currently unknown, and I believe she would not even care.
No, she wouldn't. She would just be minding her own business, sitting there. She doesn't really converse with anyone.
Okay, and we move to Godar. What do we see?
You see a androgynous figure, slim in build, covered in patchy green scales, which lay upon a light grey skin, emerald green eyes, and wearing the orange prison jumpsuits, which clash horribly with their coloration. And protruding from their head is thick, dreadlock-like extrusions, but seemingly made out of the same flesh and scales that they are. In a bit of a slight bun kind of like flowing down their back.
See a few of the prisoners eyeballing you. Some of them are like pushing you out of the way. One big fellow just sort of like almost knocking you over. Which way you going, fish?
Oh, sorry. I'll just go this way then.
You better watch it.
Very quietly, just like nodding and just like trying to be as small as possible.
And Raynar.
So Raynor would probably be wearing the same jumpsuit that everyone else is, and he would have it kind of rolled up so his tattoos kind of show. So he's kind of like just eyeing everything, trying to find out like the dynamics of all of the groups.
You see, as you're trying to eyeball a lot of the prisoners here, it's exactly what you would expect. There are more than a rough and tumble bunch, but one individual does catch your eye, and you see this, what you think is a dragonborn, where his scales seem to shimmer and change from red to green to copper and brass. And you can see him just standing there on his own, and all the other prisoners seem to have just given him a wide berth. So there's this huge space of circle around him where people are just completely avoiding him.
Mm-hmm.
You'll wait for a while, and it almost seems like an eternity, when one of the guards, a huge bugbear, starts approaching all the other prisoners and starts handing out little placards. And as you all spy that one particular guard, you can see that each placard that he's handing out seems to be color-coded. And there's several different colors, from red to green to blue, and he's just handing them all out. And now you're beginning to see all other guards doing the same thing. You can see a beholder telekinetically passing each of the placards around him. You see a half giant doing the same, and with each of you receive your placard, and there seems your placard seems to be of the color blue.
Oh, is this a ticket to see the warden? I have very important matters to discuss with him.
Right, yeah. If you want to see the warden, that's most definitely how you're going to see him. That's no ticket, though. That's a placard.
Oh, is this like a numbering system that everyone with this color gets to see him, or how does this work?
Just you wait, darling. Just you wait.
Oh.
He says, as he's continuing to hand out the placards around you. And as the guards continue to hand out the placard, one of the guards, which is a minotaur, comes up at the front of all the prisoners that are currently attending. And he begins to announce to all of you. He's a big hulking fellow, with and one of his horns have been broken off. He has his guard uniform on with this little badge and everything, and he seems to be holding a morning star. And it's like, right, For those of you who got red, you can piss right off. Green, make your way to the green door. Blue, make your way to the blue door. And he continues on with all the other colors. Some of them telling them to leave, while others continue to a door that corresponds with the color of them.
Ew, what kind of meeting system is this?
It's not.
You can see a lot of them are very upset with those who had to leave, and they're like trying to push their way through. A brouhaha breaks out here and there, and you see couple of the guards breaking it up and everything.
Gordar was going to make his way over to the blue door, very nervously hiding his blue placard, noticing that the brouhahas are happening. Just like, ew. No, I have to see him.
You make your way to the blue door, and there is a guard awaiting you, and he just simply puts out his hand.
Yes. So, here I have a blue one. Are we after the green or before the green?
Shut up. He grabs the placard from you and he opens it. Get right in there.
Oh, I will talk to my father about this. What is your name?
Get inside. Don't waste my time.
Ugh, I know what you look like. I'll get you fired. And walks in, puffed up chest.
You can see that there's this like vein on the head. It's just like clearly stressing him out. And he's holding himself back. You go in and you find yourself in this almost like a waiting room. Not a waiting room that you're used to, but there are a couple of chairs. There's a low, almost like a coffee table, and there seems to be like a few drinks, nothing fancy, or what seems to be just like water and like maybe some old fruit that are there.
Ah. Even my servant's dogs get better than this. Ugh.
The rest of you?
Annie will approach the blue door and she just slams the blue tag, the placard. Is it the placard that you said?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. She slams the placard onto the guard's hand. Doesn't look at him, doesn't talk to him, just keeps walking straight.
He opens the door and lets you in. You see that there is an individual here that is already waiting. A very lithe individual. Already waiting.
Rainer will grab his key and he'll kind of go up to the guard and he'll be like, "We're sorry about that one, mate. I don't know. Like, you get all kinds of crazies here."
He just puts his hand out. Again, you see that vein twitching on his forehead.
It's terrible, mate, honestly. I mean, have you tried yoga?
He leans down real close.
Okay. Alright, relax, mate. Personal space, I get it.
Almost in a small whisper. Did you ever learn to shut the fuck up?
They told me I should learn that. That's what got me in here. But,
Perhaps you should take that advice.
Tell you what, I'll give you a whatever this blue thing is, and I'll just go in, right? Can you open the door?
He angrily, he tightly grabs the placard from your hand and he opens the door and lets you in. And as you enter, you just feel the door slam behind you. A big slam. And as you enter, you can see another large hulking individual and also a lithe fellow who seems to have made themselves comfortable in the room.
Comfortable is generous. Gordar is not wanting to sit on anything, not wanting to touch anything, and it's kind of with the tips of their fingers pushing around the fruit, just like, ew.
You can see a few fruit flies just buzzing around the fruit, and you're pretty sure when you flip that apple, a little worm came out of it.
Oh, disgusting.
Annie will grab hold of the apple and eat it.
With the worm? Do you eat the worm too?
No.
Okay.
She avoids the worm, but she just...
So, you find with the apple in itself, there's like a portion of it that's still kind of good, but the rest of it is kind of almost rotting away. So when you take that, because that apple is like almost tiny in your hand, so you take a big chunk, so you get some of that good stuff, but majority in your mouth is some of that not so good stuff. So it's almost like a 30-70 ratio.
It's not all bad. And she slams the core down back on the table.
Ew, barbaric.
Ooh, okay.
Opposite to the door from where you entered, you can see that there is another door. Well, not a door, sorry. What do you call those? Bars.
The palisade?
Not a palisade, though. The palisade's the side of the wall, right? It's one of those. What do you call it? Kind of like a gate. You know the ones where they can drop it down and up, and it's like bars. What do you call that thing?
Gate?
It's one of those. You're looking at bars, and beyond it, you can see almost like an arena setting full of dirt, and then you can almost hear a crowd just outside. And just beyond, not just beyond, sorry, just by this this gate, you have another guard just waiting. It is a half giant.
Okay.
And he's waiting there. As you're all milling about, just waiting, the door from where you came from opens once more. And Rainer, the individual that you spot earlier, enters.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Rainer is going to notice that Gorda looks very anxious and very out of place here, and he's going to walk up to Gorda and say, "Oi, mate, I think we're in the wrong place, you and me."
Oh, but no, the guard said that this is the way if I want to talk to the warden.
Yeah, I think this is the way to talk to the warden. He's going to be up in the arena and watching us fight, and we're going to shout stuff at him, and he's not going to hear us.
Oh, that can't be right.
That's probably what it is. I mean, do you see that guy over there? And he kind of points to the dragonborn, and he's like, "That one looks dangerous." And he kind of points to Annie, and he's like, "And that one looks even more dangerous." So, like, you and me, we're the weak ones here. How about we let them go ahead, fight everyone, right? And then you and me can talk to the warden and see how we can get out of this.
Oh, I mean, that does sound quite adequate. It can't be right. Mr. Dragonborn, you're innocent too, correct?
As you're having this conversation, before you manage to ask, this dragonborn just begins to laugh, and it's almost like a blood-curdling laugh. It's like, and he walks over to the both of you. I imagine that you're close to the fruit table, and you just see him grab a handful of the fruits. Doesn't matter what it is, and he just chomps on it, and you can see it like dripping from his face. His orange prisoner jumpsuit, his sleeves are rolled up much like yours, Rainer, and you can see his arms up this close with his scales. They're all heavily scarred in a way where it's like several lacerations over and over. And since I think both of you are the closest, perhaps give me a medicine check?
The first roll of the game?
Yes, please.
Crazy.
Alright, so that's a 13 for Gordar.
It is an 8 for Rainer.
Okay, Gordar, as you're eyeballing and about to ask whether this individual is also innocent, when you spot the scars, those lacerations on his arms, they almost look as if they were self-inflicted.
Goes to open his mouth to say that. You have beautiful scales. Turns to look at Raina. We need to get the fuck away from him.
Told you.
He puts his hand on your head and just almost like gives you a pat. He is towering at like like at 7'6", right? And he reaches down and almost gives you like a playful pat, is what you can best translate it as.
As he touches Gordar's head,
Mm-hmm.
there is sudden movement as the extrusions with their serpentine heads on the end of them bite into his hand.
He pulls away immediately from the first bite, and he just says, "Aren't you a cute little thing?"
And you can see now, at their full extent, the Medusa crown of the serpents upon his head just flickering out in defense. Oh, girls, it's okay. It's okay. He didn't mean any harm.
You see him lick his lips. Annie, how tall are you?
7'2" she is.
Oh, so he towers over you just by 4 inches.
Huh.
So he's about 7'6". So this fellow walks up to you. Don't I recognize you?
And he doesn't say anything and just cocks her eyebrow.
Must have seen you before. Did I kill someone you loved?
I don't love anyone.
You just see him licking his lips, and he's just like and he begins to pace the this little room that you're in, this little waiting room. And he looks, occasionally he'll look out through the gate and just continues to pace back and forth.
Something interesting.
You all look very tasty.
A carnivore, then.
Licks his lips once again, and you see, like, you can see bits of fruit stuck in between some of his fangs, and you just see him sort of like, he flicks his tongue out and begins to like clean his fangs.
You seem to have kind of like teeth issues, mate. I used to know a guy, right? He was like someone who used to work on teeth, right? And I think he could have helped you. I can connect you with him, but we'd have to get out of here first, right? So, how about you and me, Dragonborn? We just try to like escape, right? Because you said we're interesting. We're not interesting if we're dead. So, like, how about we?
You're funny, I give you that. Very, very funny. And funny people always taste a lot tastier.
Is that true? I wouldn't know, but
Oh, but I would.
Cool. I think I'm done talking to you.
And he's beginning to like, he's beginning to twitch almost in excitement.
Guard, when will I meet the warden?
He looks at you, the half giant, and he just, with his standard issued prison guard morning star, just bangs on the gate. You wait.
Okay.
Won't be long now. Then you can meet the warden. And he bangs on it again.
That's an interesting accent you have. Where exactly are you from?
Your mother's bedroom.
Oh, would you be able to... I don't know who my mother is. Would you be able to tell me?
Well, I certainly do.
Oh, that's... Okay, you wouldn't happen to have her address. I've been searching for her for quite some time.
Yeah, it's 123 Shut the Hell Up Street.
Oh, I haven't heard of that. Is that downtown?
Most certainly.
Ah, okay. Thank you.
Mate, he's not helping you there. He's telling you that he shagged your mum, but he's not actually done it.
Oh.
Idiots.
Well, that's not exact. That's quite rude of you.
You just see him snicker.
Yeah, I don't think he's paid to, like, help us. He's paid to watch us. Look, what I think we should do is get away from this Dragonborn. He's trying to eat us, right? And see that tall lady there? How about we talk to her? Maybe she seems a little bit more sane.
I think so. It just you see like the shock realization of, wait a minute, did you say that we need to fight?
Yes, we do need to fight, and unfortunately for me, I'm not a very good fighter, and judging by your entire demeanor, I don't think you are one either. So we could either pick with the cannibal who wants to eat us, or we can pick the tall lady that we don't know nothing about.
Oh, I think I'll go with the tall lady. Guard, sorry, one more thing. I'm just supposed to be meeting the warden. I'm not supposed to be fighting.
Oh, you're definitely going to meet the warden soon enough. As he's saying that, the crowd outside is getting louder and louder.
Oh, big lady, what, are you going to eat us?
Annie looks almost offended by the question. Excuse me.
Well, this one wants to eat us, and I haven't met many Goliaths before. Do you eat people?
No.
Crowd continues to swell louder and louder.
Okay, good. Yes, Raina, we can stay with this one.
Is there anything in the room that we could possibly take into the arena?
Currently, what is only present in this room, this tiny waiting room, are the chairs, the now empty fruit bowls, and that coffee table. There is nothing. Oh, there's still the cups of water, a pitcher of water there as well.
Lovely. Okay. Annie looks to the two tiny men, and she just kind of observes them. Does it look like they have any weapons on them? Anything they could use to defend themselves?
None of you have anything at hand except your prison jumpsuits. Your nice, hot, orange prison jumpsuits.
Can any of you fight?
Kind of just nervously looks at Raina, looks back, looks at the assuming to licking his lips Dragonborn, looks back. Not in the standard sense, no.
Great.
You can hear the crowd as they're going wild. You can hear stomping of the crowd's feet in rhythm. And now the guard in itself is now beginning to bang on the gate with the same rhythm. So almost drowning out the conversation that you're trying to have. Won't be long, ladies.
I think if you run your mouth all that often, you will get yourself hurt, so shut up.
See, I'm a lover, not a fighter, so I really wouldn't know how to begin. That's true. Noted. See those chairs there, right? How about we break them, take a leg each? That could work.
At that moment, Annie will just stomp over to the chair and just break it. Grabs the legs.
As you break this chair, the stomping, the rhythmic stomping stops. And it is almost silent outside.
Oh, I don't think they were very happy that you did that.
And then there's that
No one's happy.
high-pitched ping from a microphone. You know that microphone ping that... You hear that? Yo, 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 what is up, prisoners? It is your warden, DJ Slipslop. How we all doing today? And you hear the crowd go wild. We have a very special event for you today. A special guest, none other than the Lady Delacroix. And you can hear it oohs and ahs from the crowd. And then the chanting, the stomping, the rhythmic stomping begins once more. So how about we get this show on the road? First up, we have a few, and then he continues to drone on. And from where from where you are, you can see that a few prisoners are being let out, and the crowd is going nuts. And then another huge gate just far beyond opens up, and you see a griffin just fly out. And then they're beginning to, you see these other prisoners are beginning to combat this griffin. And you can see that they're all fighting tooth and nail. And this fight doesn't even last a minute before the griffin just tears right into them. Blood and viscera all over the sand or dirt or whatever it is that's there. The guard seems to be watching in excitement, and you see the bloodletter, like he's almost tweaking at this point, right? Seeing all the blood, right? He's shaking. And as everything sort of calms down, the guard that's waiting for the rest of you, waiting there by the gate, he looks at all you. Right, it might be that you guys will be on soon. So, and you see him, he reaches into his belt and he produces this little, a stack of these little toothpick-like, sorry. So the guard reaches into his belt and he produces these small toothpick-like stones. And you see him, he looks to the Dragonborn and he says, right, you first, bloodletter. And he's tweaking. He's fucking tweaking this guy. Oh, there's my one. No more. And he's just shaking. So the guard takes that one piece of toothpick-sized stone, and you see him, he inserts it somewhere within the prison collar that he has. And as he does that, you can see a shimmer that is cast over this Dragonborn guy. And almost like you can see a ghostly image of armor. And then you see he begins to clench his fists like so. And as he does that, a ghostly figures of sickles appear before his hands. And he just yells out, yes! Let's go! And now the guard heads to each of you. And one by one, he places that same small toothpick-sized stone into your prison collars. Now go ahead and tell me what ghostly apparitions of equipment appear with you. Let us start with Annie.
Pardon me. As the toothpick is inserted into the collar, you can kind of just see the prosthetic wooden arm, her left arm. It starts to take on more of a, I would say, fleshy shape. Like you can see the shoulder muscles, you can see bicep, tricep, like forearm, that kind of thing. And you just see that. And right on the fingertips, the middle finger and the thumb, they're plated with flint or just something very shiny. You see that. And then on that same prosthetic hand, you see smith's tools just sort of appear in between each of her fingers.
You see now, you know, as the bloodletter, as he's watching you and he's getting all pumped up, he's watching, as he sees you get these ghostly images of your gear with your smith tools and noticing your the flints on your fingers, he just yells out, "Flint fingers! I knew you." Godar.
You see, does his clothing come along with it, like in a ghostly figure, or is it just equipment?
It's entirely up to you. You still have, I personally imagine Annie still in that orange jumpsuit, and then like with a nicer arm.
Not much changes with Gordar. a dagger appears in his hand, and then as well as a neck. It looks like a necklace with like a crystal in the center of it. That's it.
You see, Bloodletter still tweaking, eyeballing you. Not much equipment there. Not much. Are you going to make him bleed?
I just came here for the meeting. But yes, if that makes you happy, I'll make them bleed.
Raynor, sorry.
Yeah. So Raynor is gonna drop the wooden piece of a chair that he picked up,
Mm-hmm.
and he's gonna, oh crap, I didn't need this anymore. So he drops it, and he's like, all right. So he gets a dagger out of this ghostly thing, and it doesn't look ornate or anything. It just looks like a normal dagger.
Mm-hmm.
And he creates like his hat, and that's all he does.
Very nice. Yes, love that. It'll be tasty. And scrape on each arm, letting himself bleed, and he's just going. Yeah.
And he's
So
just
he's a bit-
going to.
Go on.
Sorry, and he's just going to tap both Gordar and Rayna's shoulders and she's going to move behind them towards nowhere near this Dragonborn. She's kind of worried now.
The guard begins to speak. Right. First of all, you need to calm down. Secondly, the four of you are a team. You're going to be working together. It isn't a free-for-all unless you make it a free-for-all.
Oh, don't tell him that.
Yes! Let's go!
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm really getting into the bloodletter right now.
It's fine.
He's that crackhead kid.
Right. Okay. Again, calm down. You're going to be sent out there, and you're going to be put through a series of tests. Okay? You are all here for a reason, and you wanted some favors. Oh. You're going to get a favor if you survive. Comprende?
Comprende.
Just say yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes! And you hear the crowd swells once more. Oh, it looks like that those did not survive. Too bad for the green team. Up next. Oh, it looks like we have a celebrity on our hands in this next match. We have none other than Annie Flintfinger Bones. And you can hear a lot of people in the crowd cheering. Some people, you can almost hear some voices questioning who that is, not knowing exactly who you are, Annie. And then you can hear murmurs of people knowing exactly who you are. But the crowd begins to swell even further. And you hear you see the guard. Oh, before the guard lets you in, you hear DJ Schlipschlorp once more, the warden, and says, "Let us welcome the blue team." And the half giants bang onto the gate once more, and it opens up. Opens up. Upwards? Yes, upwards.
English, yes.
English. I know that. And you're beginning, and the guard is now beginning to sort of gesture you to head on out. You see immediately the bloodletter runs out, still continuing to create lacerations on his arms with his sickles, and he's just yelling, "Yes, let's go!" And he's just still tweaking like crazy.
He's the first one to die.
No doubt.
The guard again motions you. almost in this
Oh,
hurried,
Yes.
almost in this hurried
Apologies.
gesture.
Kind of half stumbles out, Gorda does, and overwhelmed by just the crowd and the noise. Just like, who?
Calm down.
Kind of like half waving towards the warden, trying to get their attention.
Rainer is gonna fix his hat as he kind of walks in with a confident kind of like strut, and he's gonna be like, "This would be some good business."
And he's going to walk out of there calmly, not really bothered by the guards' rushing motion. And she's going to take a glimpse at her arm and just kind of play around with her fingers. She kind of looks sad
Yeah,
as she looks at it.
because while it has the feeling and the look of your prosthetic arm, your original prosthetic arm, now and then as it shimmers, you do see your temporary makeshift prosthetic arm under it. And as you step outside, the crowd is now beginning to do the same rhythmic stomp, the boom, 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 boom. And now you see the warden in himself in all his glory, the warden DJ Schlipschlorp up above, high above there, and you see a hulking ooze with a beholder skull sitting inside of him, with headphones also floating in there. And you see him next to him. You see what appears to be a young woman in one of those gothic Lolita dress with frills, black and gray. And you see her wearing this half like doctor's mask. And her hair is in a way where it almost looks short, but there's like kind of like pigtail twirls. I don't know how to describe that. But yeah, sort of like pigtail twirls. And you see her just watching up there along with the warden. And as you now all go to the center of the arena, you notice that while DJ Slipslorp and the Lady Delacroix up there, almost like this skybox thing, you can see that there is this huge shimmering dome above you. You can see the crowd in this circular motion, and the dome in itself shimmers like a bubble. You know how with bubbles you've almost got that rainbow-like tint? So that's what you're seeing as you step outside. And DJ Schlipschlorp once more, you see him now pulling out this like sort of like microphone with his, what do you call it? His gloopy, oozy arm with the not only the microphone, but the microphone stand with it. And he just brings it closer to him. I'm not sure where the sound is coming from, but it's certainly from somewhere. And he says, "Looks like we also have another celebrity in our midst. The one and only Bloodletter, famous for killing so many. What was your kill count?" And you see Bloodletter still tweaking, and he yells out 634. And he goes, 634! And then DJ slips on, "That is quite a high number. You most certainly deserve to be here." And DJ Slipstone goes, "Now, for your first test, let it begin." And then the crowd sort of hushes, and the light almost kind of dims in this arena. And the ground before you sort of shakes and trembles. You see the dirt sort of like almost vibrating in a way. And the dirt itself almost looks like it is being sucked into the ground. And a room, or maybe like half a room of a manor appears, like sort of like a cutout. Like think of a set from a TV show or a movie stage, and the depiction of an old manor, almost haunted with cobwebs hanging at one corner. You have old suits of armor, and then you find like brooms, and you find swords and shields laying about. It looks like a place that had been abandoned for a very. And DJ Slipslorp once again raises the microphone as everyone waits in silence. Let it begin. Roll initiative, please. Annie, what did you get?
Annie rolled an 8.
You. Godar.
I rolled an 11.
Thank you. And Rainer.
I rolled a 4.
Thank you. All right. So the items amongst you, the swords and shields and brooms and armor, you now begin to see some of these objects begin to float up and are beginning to fly and dance amongst the air. You see 3 brooms flying up above, and then you see 2 swords almost doing those swishing motions. And you see one of the suit of armor in itself is now beginning to move towards you. You see one of the brooms up high, and it's beginning to fly, and it's going to swoop down, and it's going to go straight towards you, Annie, as you see, as you are unawares of what's going on. This one broom just swoops down. It's going to attempt to just sort of like sweep you away. Okay, and as it flies by you to try and sweep you away, does a 14 hit your AC?
It does.
Okay. So as it slams you, you almost lose your footing right then and there, and you're going to go ahead and take 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Cool. And as it flies by, it is now sort of like hovering around you, and it's almost like circling you in a way.
So funny thing,
Mm-hmm.
Annie having Goliath ancestry, there's a little reaction that she has.
Okay.
That she has, giant ancestry storm.
Yes.
Of which the description says, when you take damage from a creature within 60 feet of you, you can take a reaction to deal 1d8 thunder damage to that creature. Let's roll some damage. That is 4 thunder damage to the broomstick.
Okay, so that would be towards broom number 3.
Beautiful.
There we go. So this, so why don't you go ahead and describe this, this thing that you just did with your ancestral powers?
Well, I would say it's not something that Annie can control, but more so just her bodily reaction to getting hit. Similar to how when you get slapped in the face, you kind of feel like a stinging sensation.
Mm-hmm.
You can imagine that it's sort of the stinging sensation coming through and out of the skin. So it just kind of like little things of lightning just kind of erupt on the skin's surface.
All right. Now, one of these swords is like twirling in the same way. Do you remember how Aragorn twirled that sword from that little kid? He twirled it twice. Or this is a good sword. I'm like, all right, calm down, buddy. You knew it was a good sword by twirling it twice. That one particular one of those swords is now going to fly towards you, Raynar, and it's going to go ahead and do a little slashy.
It's not a slashy.
Naturally.
And as it dives towards you in this almost not sweeping motion, but almost like a charging motion towards you, does 8 hit your? Does 8 hit? Perfect. All right, so you swiftly dodge right out of the way, and now this sword is beginning to sort of circle you the same way that one particular broom is now circling Annie. You can see the bloodletter. He is weak and mad, and he's like, "Yes." And then you hear him say, "No, wait, there's no blood." And you see him beginning to cut again onto his arms with his sickles. And you see him run towards this, he runs towards that sword. And you see him sort of like almost in a dancing motion with towards this sword. So it's like a flurry of like, it's almost like a dance where he's twirling and spinning, and the sword is sort of like meeting his blows. Let's just take a look. And you see him, he's continuing to dance away. He's going ting, ting, and it's almost in a way graceful and hypnotic at the same time. Like, it's just wild. He's swinging at it one more time. And you see it, and the sword begins to sort of shake and quiver as the bloodletter it's himself. You see him spinning, and he's doing all these arcs of his body, and his body begins to contort and twist in ways that you did not even think was possible. Almost Cirque du Soleil kind of way. Right, another broom comes flying down, and it swoops towards the bloodletter, trying to brush him off. And you see the broom itself make contact with the bloodletter, almost knocking him off his feet. And now both the sword and the broom is now beginning to circle the bloodletter. But you see him, even though he's almost lost his footing, he has regained it once more, and he's now dancing with two of these animated objects, one broom and one sword. And he's trading blows with it with his sickles. All right, Gadar.
Oh, no. Yes. How far away is the suit of armor from me?
30 feet.
30 feet? You see the necklace glow a deep green, and little beads of energy build up on the pointer and ring finger of his right hand, which then turn into like snake fangs as he mutters to himself before flicking it forwards, twirling through the air with like a faint trail as it goes to try and collide with the suit of armor as I cast the cantrip Sorcerer's Burst.
Now, I believe this is a new spell.
That it is. So, Sorcerer's Burst. English is hard.
Yes.
You cast Sorceress Energy at one creature or object within range. Make an attack roll against a creature. On a hit, it takes 1d8 damage of my choice. If you roll an 8 on the damage, you can roll another d8 and add it to the damage. If you cast this spell, you can do this a number of times equal to your spellcasting modifier.
Perfect.
So, go to try and hit. Does a 18 hit?
I believe it does, but let me go ahead and just double check that. Yes.
All right.
An 18 most definitely hits.
So, it takes 5 points of poison damage.
Awesome. Now, just quick question. Are you able to apply the damage to it, or do I have to do it? Okay. There we go. All right. You hit this suit of armor. It almost reels back for a brief moment, but it's still continuing to move forward in a very slow manner. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
Whimper?
That is a free action, sir.
And kind of like half walk back a little bit, probably about like 10 feet, just staggering backwards.
As your burst hits, you're beginning to hear the crowd once more now. It is now going wild, like seeing you cast this spell, watching the Bloodletter doing this Cirque du Soleil performance with his sickles. They're all going nuts, and occasionally you hear an aside commentary from DJ Schlipschlorp himself. Up next, we have Annie.
Okay. Now, I just want to confirm that at the moment, only Broom 3 is directly in front of Annie. There's no one else in front of her?
That is correct.
Perfect.
That's the one is circling you.
Perfect, because she's now going to cast Eldritch Cannon with her Smith's tools.
Okay, why don't you pop that in the chat and tell us all about it?
You can make a magic action to create a small or tiny Eldritch Cannon in an unoccupied space on a horizontal surface within 5 feet of yourself. You can... What is it? I can't read. Oh my god, I can't read. No one can speak English. What is this session? You determine its appearance, which includes your choice of legs or wheels.
This is the no English session. Sorry. Just continue. Once again.
Okay. So, little thing about the Eldritch Cannon as well. You can basically decide whether it's going to be a flamethrower. What do you call it? The thing that they used in medieval times where they like bang it against like some wooden doors.
A battering ram?
That's it. Something similar to a battering ram, and even a protector, like kind of like an artificial shield without actually casting shield.
Oh, like a Winston shield?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Similar to that, and in this circumstance, Annie is going to prepare the Eldritch Cannon like a flamethrower. Now, because she has nothing on her, you just kind of see like it is so unassuming. It just looks like a block of wood with like a hole cut through it. It looks like a very thick straw.
There is debris around you from this makeshift haunted mansion. So there's like pieces of wood here and there. I imagine Annie's just like quickly gathering up these materials close by.
Yes, she's picking them up actually with her prosthetic arm. Just kind of like, not even picking them up, just kind of like swooping all of them towards her. She's doing the broom's job essentially. And they just kind of form into a block with a hole through it. Again, it's nothing special. It does have wheels on it though.
Okay.
So she just prepares that, and that is her bonus action. Oh, sorry, that is her action.
All right. So you see the crowd looks at you as you're constructing this thing. Not at all, but in confusion. Rather than they were expecting some sort of retaliation towards this this broom that is flying over you, and they see you sort of like bend over and construct this this mini cannon thing, and you hear a lot of confused sounds from the crowd. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
As a bonus action, I am allowed to activate said cannon. So I'm going to proceed to do that. As the cannon just kind of rolls onto the floor. It rolls a little bit forward, so it's some steps away from Annie, not too far. And as a bonus action, you order the cannon to use flamethrower, force ballista, or protector. We're going to do flamethrower here. And the cannon will now exhale fire in a 15-foot cone. Each creature in that area makes a dexterity saving throw against your spell save DC, taking fire damage.
Okay. All right. So, where you're aiming the cannon, let's say that you're going to hit the broom that circling you. Is also going to aim towards the two inanimate objects that are with the bloodletter, and also with the bloodletter. So it's a 15-foot cone. So you'll be hitting 4 targets. So they will all be rolling dexterity saving throws.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will go ahead and do that.
I hope the bloodletter gets hit, me personally, but for Annie, I know it's going to be a very bad idea.
Okay, so let us go ahead and do the broom that is circling you first.
Yep. So I'm going to roll damage separately for each target, is that right?
I believe it's just the one roll and they all take the 1 damage.
I see. Okay.
All right. So I'll just roll them individually and I'll let you know what they are. Okay.
All
So
right.
the broom itself, the one that's circling you, rolled a total of 14.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, next, let's do the bloodletter. Dexterity saving throw. The bloodletter is 3. Okay. So he's going to catch a light. And I did say, because he's getting circled by one of the other brooms as well,
Mhm.
which is broom 2.
Okay.
Broom 2 rolls a 5.
Okay.
And lastly, sword number 1, which that sword rolled a total of 8. So you will be hitting 3 out of 4 of your targets.
Perfect. Okay.
So you set this flamethrower off, and as you set it off, that broom that is circling you
Mhm.
just got out of the range of the cone itself,
Okay.
and it goes forward, and you see it hit the bloodletter
Mhm.
and the broom and the sword that he is engaged with.
Okay.
Go ahead and give me the damage.
Perfect. Also, my mistake, I should have prefaced this a little bit better.
Mhm.
Fire damage on a failed save or half a... Sorry. Taking 2d8 fire damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. So
Oh,
even
okay,
the
so
broom that
you-
flew away...
So he will take half damage.
Mm.
Is that right?
Yes.
So, and it is, what was your damage?
7.
Okay, so we will go ahead and roll down to 3.
Yep.
And then the rest of them will take the full brunt of it. You see, as your flamethrower bursts towards the bloodletter, you see one of the sword begins to spin. It is a flame. It lands on the ground and it singes into ash, as if it was not made of
Oh.
steel. And the
Perfect.
bloodletter too. Yeah. What was it again? Your damage? 7, wasn't it?
7.
All right. That is that. Do you have any other actions that you'd like to do?
No, I believe that is it. That is the end of my turn.
Okay. Just a sword that's dead. Okay. Now the suit of armor is up. As it's slowly moving towards you guys, it is now beginning to charge. At its full force of 30 feet, it's going to take its 30 feet of movement, and it's heading straight for you, Raynor. And you see him, it sort of brings both its arms up, and it tries to slam towards your chest. Okay, so there's an 11 hit.
An 11 does not hit.
Okay, so you see this thing. He swings down and you swiftly dodge it. And as you dodge the first one, you see him bring his arms back up and he's coming straight back down. Does a 23 hit?
A 23 does hit.
Okay, so you're going to be taking 4 points of damage. I'm going to go ahead and apply that for you.
Okay.
I'm sorry. 23 hits and yet only 4 damage. What kind of numbers is this?
Well, that's what they roll.
Man.
Let's see. Next is broom number 1. There is still one more broom flying up the sky. And it now swoops down and it's heading towards you, Godar. And you see this broom about to slam towards you.
Oh,
And does a 21 hit?
a 21 does hit.
All right. So as you say, oh, as this thing comes charging from up high, it slams you right into your chest. And you'll be taking
Oof.
4 points of damage. I'm going to go ahead and apply that for
Oh.
you.
Ew. Ow.
Oh.
It is now beginning to circle you, much like the other brooms with your companions. Right. Raynor, you are up.
Yes. So Raynor's trying to like fix his hat after taking the brunt of the damage, and then he's just kind of like looking at the rest of the group as he does bardic inspiration on Annie, because
Oh.
Annie's the only one who killed anything.
All right. So why don't you go ahead and pop that in the chat for us and just read it out.
Yep. So bardic inspiration, he could supernaturally inspire others through words, music, or dance. It's usually D6, and it's a bonus action that can inspire anything within 60 feet. So Raynor is going to kind of go. He doesn't really know exactly how he's going to do it. He's kind of like holding his hat, and he's just like, should I dance? I'll just say it. Go, Annie.
Okay.
And
So
then,
yeah, go on.
yeah. Go for it.
So this was a bonus action, correct?
Yes.
And this gives Annie an additional D6 on any of her rolls?
Yes. So it should only be attack. Attack or saving. Yeah.
And is this a permanent thing, or is this only a one-time thing?
It's a one-time thing.
Okay. All right, cool. All right. So that was your bonus action. Is there anything else that you'd like to do? You do have a suit of armor towering over you.
I do. And I'm going to cast invisibility.
Oh! As... Paint me a picture. What does this look like?
He's kind of just looking at this towering armor that's in front of him, and he's like, I hope it doesn't have eyes. Because if it has eyes, it will see me disappear, and it's not going to end up very good. So, invisibility is he kind of touches himself as he kind of just blinks out of, like...
Okay, cool. All right. And back at the top of the round. Annie, that one broom that is circling you is going to go ahead and try and slam you once more.
Annie's a bit confused because she just got this surge of like, not power, but just a boost of confidence, we'll say. And then as she's trying to look around, she just sees that a little guy just isn't there anymore. So she's just kind of like, she's like shaking her head. She's looking over to where that little guy was. And then she's shaking her head again, still looking, shaking her head. And now she notices the broom that's about to sweep her head.
I don't even think you noticed the broom because this broom, as one of your dear companions yells out, "Go, Annie," and you see him disappear, there's a dirty 20 hit.
I'm sorry?
A dirty 20.
It does?
Yes, I imagine it does. So, in your awe and confusion as your companion disappeared, this broom just dabs you right on your back. And you'll be taking 6 points of damage.
Great. Let us not forget that the giant ancestry reaction is still there. So the broomstick
Okay, so
gets some damage of its own.
all right. So is there a limit on how many times you can use
Not
that,
that
or
I'm
is
seeing.
that just?
You need to get your reaction back, which is the beginning of your turn.
Oh, okay. Well, you most certainly have your reaction at this point.
So
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead first and apply the 6 damage to you.
okay.
Okay. Now
oh
I
no,
want you to.
the little one died.
Certainly looks like it.
Don't die too, please.
I'll try not to.
Don't leave me with him.
I don't plan on it.
Yes! And you can see like fires on him that are like still burning.
I don't.
Give me more.
Oh my god, is he into it? It's
I
terrifying.
think so.
What a. I don't even remember that guy.
He doesn't even go here.
Now go ahead and give me. He doesn't go to a school. He doesn't go to our school.
Oh my god. Okay.
Which class is he in? Go ahead and do me your lightning stuff. Or was it thunder?
Thunder. Thunder damage.
Go ahead.
Oh, that's 7 thunder damage to the broom.
Okay. So as this broom smacks you in the back, your ancestral thunder reaction kicks in once more, and it blasts these things to 1,000,000 pieces. And as the little pieces sort of like shoot outward from it, you can see that it slowly sort of wisps away each piece, almost like a wispy, ethereal sense.
Strange. They're not real.
Does that mean the little one wasn't real too?
No, he's... Actually, I'm not sure. Is it even possible to create a person? In the not conventional sense.
Raynar, as you disappear, that suit of armor towering over you, there was that one sword that was circling you. It now, almost as if it paused in a almost Looney Tunes kind of way, where it realizes that you're no longer there. It stops mid-circle, and it points towards you, Godar, as this one sword goes flying towards you.
Oh no, I'm going to die too.
Okay, it flies towards you, and it is going to try and stab you with a 11 burst AC.
You don't need to do that. I'm going to cast Shield as the hands go up and a shimmering green bubble
Perfect. So as this sword comes towards you, and as it's about to make contact with you, this shimmer of shield of yours appears, and it sort of like just dinks back, and it's now sort of doing that once again, that Aragon spin just around you. You see Bloodletter still one-on-one with this broom, and still slightly on fire. And you see him sort of like now with only facing one of the objects. He's like patting some of this fire off him, the singes, and you see him. Ooh, what would he do?
What would he do?
He's going to face towards the rest of you, where the sword and the broom is, and also the animated suit of armor. Okay, and you see his mouth. Acid begins to drip from his mouth, and he's like, and he's gonna go ahead and use his breath weapon.
Ew.
Should have taken Rainer up on that dentist visit.
Uh-huh. As he turns, this is going to hit everyone in this 15-foot cone. You're all pretty much close together, and you're at the basically at that sort of like edge of that 15-foot cone, and so you just see he's like almost drooling in a way where, and as each drool drops on himself and on the ground, it almost sizzles and hisses. And he's like, and as a huge spray of acid just goes, spits forward to all of you. All of you go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw, and the DC is going to be 13.
Gordar rolled a 16.
Annie rolled a 7.
Raina rolled a 15.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Make that a 6.
Yes. All right. Okay. So now let me just go ahead and roll for the rest of them.
So Annie, you take an extra, because of that one difference, you take an extra 3d6 damage.
Yes, you're going to be.
Don't do that to me, man. No.
Yes. All right. One moment. The suit of armor rolled a 3. Broom number 1 rolled a 19. Broom number 2 rolled a 15. And flying sword, the remaining flying sword, rolls a 13. So do they take half damage? Yes, so they'll be taking half damage. And those who have succeeded will take half damage, and for those who failed will be taking the full brunt of acid, which in this case it's going to be 1d10. It's not too bad.
Yeah, to the viewers, I am utterly disgusted by the 1d10.
Yes. You take the full brunt of this, and so does the suit of armor. So you and the suit of armor is going to take 6 points of damage. And those who saved will take 3 points of damage.
You sounded a bit enthusiastic to do that.
I'm always enthusiastic of hurting my players. I mean, what?
This is gonna be fun.
I know. Sit in the corner of Rock's chair.
Does Godard do that just in the middle of this battle right now? He just has one.
Uh-huh.
And you can see like this acid still sort of like dribbling on him. And as it drops down on his orange jumpsuit, pieces of it is beginning to burn off. Just tiny little flecks. And then he looks at all of you.
Ew.
Okay.
I would also need to roll a concentration check, right? Because I'm concentrating on invisibility.
Yes, I do believe you need to roll for your concentration, Rainer.
Yep.
So go ahead and give me that.
Would I do that on the beginning of my turn? Or
would it be now?
It is now, and because it's less, it's DC 10.
Yep.
It's either half damage or DC 10 minimum.
Okay.
Okay. So is it a constitution? Or, constitution save. 18.
Very good. So you are still invisible, my friend. All right, let's get these fellas out of the way. So the broom that was on you, Annie, is now gone. There's still one more broom upon you, Godar. No, 2.
Fabulous.
You got 2 brooms and a sword.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
So you got 2
Okay,
brooms and a
Annie?
sword on you. And so this one particular broom that is circling you, you can see bits and pieces of it is like sort of singed off. and it's not quite as sprightly as the other one, and it's almost in a way waning, and it's going to attempt to smack your ass.
Kinky.
And does a 14 hit your AC with the current shield?
Oh, sorry. Shield? No.
Okay, perfect. All right, so once again,
I have an AC of 16.
very good. So once again, this broom, it's like sort of lopsided in a way in its attempts to give you the smackdown, and it sort of tries, and your that shimmering shield once again appears before you. And it is now your turn. You have 2 brooms and a sword circling you, sir.
Oh, I don't like any of this. Oh, no. So, what I'm going to do is, in a mixture of desperation and fear, these things are like all circling me, right? Those 3?
Yeah.
Centered upon himself, he's kind of going to, you see the, with my bonus action, the snakes all flare up into that Medusa crown as I activate a class feature called Innate Sorcery.
Okay.
What this does, it's a new thing for 2024. As a bonus action, you unleash, you can unleash magic for a minute, during which you gain the following benefits. My spell save DC for sorcerer spells only goes up by 1. And I have advantage on all attack rolls for my sorcerer spells.
Awesome.
So my spell save DC is now 14. And with that flaring, the snakes all flare up and his eyes go entirely like a dark green. And I'm going to cast Sleep Centered Upon Myself.
Oh, and I believe that this sleep is very different.
It is very different.
Okay.
So, sleep. So it's a 5-foot radius sphere centered upon myself. So it should get 2 of them at least, I think.
You'll get all 3.
All 3? Alrighty.
Yeah.
So each creature of your choice within a 5-foot radius sphere centered on a point within range must succeed on a wisdom saving throw or become incapacitated until the end of its next turn, at which it must repeat the save. If the target fails the second time, it becomes unconscious. If the target takes damage or someone takes an action to wake it up, then it wakes up. Creatures such as elves or have immunity to the exhaustion condition automatically succeed. So I myself also need to save on this Wisdom 13 saving throw.
Okay. Which at this point is 14, correct?
It's a 14, yes.
Yep.
So I roll for my saving throw. A 7.
Okay, interesting. All right. Let's go ahead and do the more spry, the spry broom. Okay. Wisdom saving throw, you said? That is an 8.
Okay, so it's a fail.
And the second broom that is sort of not so fresh. Wisdom saving throw. That is a 14.
That succeeds.
So meets beats.
And also,
And
none of this matters because I have the incapacitated condition. I can no longer concentrate. The gamble did not work.
Oh my
He just
god.
knocked himself out.
So,
okay.
yeah, pretty much lost concentration and then came to. And I still have my innate sorcery going, but that's my turn.
Oh, that is awesome. What a gamble.
Oh, that could have been so good if it worked.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep.
Welcome to D&D, everybody.
Yeah.
Really, really tying in with the beginner's luck
Abby,
name that we've
you are
called
up.
ourselves. Okay, beautiful. What just happened? Okay. So Annie is now giving the Dragonborn whatever the F his name is. That does not count towards my score, by the way. Giving him an absolute death stare
The blood letter winks.
while trying to cover up as much of her body as she can from the acid splash that there was. Ugh. And Annie is going to... Oh, where was it? Cool. So, I just want to confirm the suit of armor.
Mhm.
Where is that?
Where
With
Rainer
Annie.
was standing, so
Okay.
roughly around maybe 10 feet from you.
Okay. And is there anyone else standing in direct line between Annie and the suit of armor?
Well, you did see your
I-
companion disappear just there.
Oh
Send
God.
it.
Okay.
But-
So before anything, Annie's just going to call out to the tiny man. She's like, "Where did you go?" Sorry, pardon me. Where did you go?
I don't
Tiny
know if
man.
I can respond with still being invisible. He kind of just kind of he's like, you can just hear that noise.
You hear a low, even through the roaring crowd, you hear a, could you do it again, please?
Okay. Annie's just going to like grunt and pick up her little cannon, and she's just gonna mumble under her breath, "I'm gonna take that as a you're not here." And the cannon is now going to enforce. Sorry, it's gonna do a force ballista towards the suit of armor.
Wait,
Now
so
that
can it change? Can you change it at will? I think it's once you've constructed it, you can't change it after construction.
No.
So
really?
yes, so you
Oh, it doesn't
construct
say it
one
there.
of each.
Oh, it doesn't say it there. Well, flamethrower it is then. Melt that suit of armor.
Okay. So what was the?
No, you can choose.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, there we
That's
go.
so
Updated.
blind.
It's the updated version. It's the UA. It's updated. So previously you had to create it and choose, but this one you can choose out of any of the three.
Let's go.
Wow. Now I'm imagining this cannon. It reconfigures itself when you decide to choose its action. That is so cool.
It is.
Oh my god, let's go! I'm not
All right.
blind. Okay. See it. Force ballista that bitch. Oh,
Okay. Can you go ahead and just like put that up there once more and
Yes.
read out what Force Ballista does?
okay. So, for Force Ballista, Annie has to make a ranged attack spell originating from the cannon at one creature or object within 120 feet of it. On a hit, the target takes 2d8 force damage, and if the target is a creature, it is pushed up to 5 feet away from the cannon.
Cool. All right. So do you know what your range spell attack is?
Should say here. Range spell attack?
Yeah, so it should be
Is that
your
the spell attack mod?
proficiency. Yes.
Okay, yep. So that is going to be 18.
Okay. So can you go ahead and paint me a picture on what this looks like?
Okay, so as Annie picks up the cannon and kind of puts it underneath her arm, kind of like cradling it almost, you just kind of see a little thing of air. Kind of starts off small, like a little marble, and then it just grows and grows and grows. And it looks like a very dense bubble.
Mm-hmm.
And soon enough, once it hits maximum capacity of like the cylindrical tube for the sad looking cannon, it just kind of goes and it pops out and it charges straight towards that suit of armor and possibly Raina. I am sorry. Annie's not,
Yeah.
but I am.
Okay, so it's only a single target, which is perfect, and you were aiming it towards the suit of armor, and
Yes.
you rolled what did you say you rolled? And
Are you?
Oh wait.
I-
You have
okay.
you have bardic inspiration too.
That's true. I didn't use it yet.
Okay, so what did you get?
The saddest number 8 I've ever seen.
Right, okay. And since you have Bardic Inspiration, you can go ahead and use it if you wish.
I do wish.
All right, go ahead. Roll an additional d6 and add it on top of that 8.
So that 8 plus 4 for the Bardic Inspiration roll, that is going to total 12.
Okay. So, it's been a while since you were able to do this. You've been here for like an odd, 40 years, I believe? Or
Something around there.
Yeah. So it's been a while that you got to tinker around with your equipment. It's been very, very long. So you prep your cannon and you aim it straight towards this suit of armor. However, you've forgotten what the recoil was like. So as it fires, you sort of reel back and your force ballista shoots upwards, completely missing the suit of armor, and you see the force hits the top of the dome, and you just almost see the bubble like ripple.
Oh, thank God.
No, you hit Raynor.
God.
No, I'm kidding. All right.
God.
Is there anything else
Damn
you'd
it.
like to do?
Well, that was sad. Let me just read this one. You are a creature within radius of it. Okay. This is a bonus action. It is a first level spell called Sanctuary. I just want to ask if that applies to a creature that I cannot see, aka Raynor.
You already used your bonus action.
Yeah, I was
That's
going to
true.
say you use your bonus action
Poop.
for the cannon. You still have your main action.
I keep forgetting that using the cannon is actually a bonus action. Okay.
Yeah, so you still have a main action.
Okay, great. What do?
Good question.
What do indeed?
I
You have-
mean,
There are 3 objects flying around Gadar. Is Gadar asleep?
No.
Okay, he's not asleep. But
he's just meditating.
so there's 3 objects hovering around him. There is also the suit of armor. And if this suit of armor could have facial expressions, it would be the facial expression of confusion. Confusion.
Don't worry, and he's also
America,
confused.
explain.
What do you mean it's Arkansas? Okay, I think that's it. I don't believe Annie can do much after this.
You should be able to do a lot with an action.
Yeah. Gardar is at least 10 feet away from you.
Okay. And for the mobs
They're just around him.
around Godar.
So they're literally within his 5 feet range.
Hey Rob.
No. I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
Do what you think
Do what you want.
you need to do.
Annie's going to mumble under her breath. This is why I work alone. And she's going to cast Thunderwave.
Okay.
You unleash a wave of thunderous energy. Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating from you makes a Constitution saving throw. On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8 thunder damage and is pushed 10 feet away from you. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage only.
Okay.
So,
I got a 22.
Perfect. So now the rest of these objects need to make
Great.
a Constitution saving throw?
that is correct.
All right. So it's not the suit of armor. That's not there. So we'll go ahead with the most healthiest of Broom, Constitution save. And he rolled an 18. Okay. And the one that is flying ever so limply is going to roll a 10. So it will take the full one. And the sword is going to take... is going to roll a 13, so meat beats it. So I understand that they take. Did you say they take half damage?
That is correct.
The creature takes half as much damage. All right, so go ahead and roll me that damage, please.
13.
Perfect. Okay, so Gadar, you'll be taking what is that? 6 points of damage. You see the Gadar around you, that very placid. I was trying to find a word. Placid is the closest thing I can think of.
Placid.
You see it burst, and as the pieces spread all around you, you see it begin to dissipate once more into little wisps like ghosts. If they successfully save, do they still get pushed?
On a failed save, a creature takes 2d8. On a successful save, a creature takes half as much damage only.
Okay.
They're not pushed away or anything.
Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is it. End of
All
turn for
right.
Annie.
A suit of armor its head turns down to look as to where Raynor once was, and realizes that Raynor is not there. It swivels its head upwards and is now looking towards you, Annie, and is now beginning to move towards you. As it moves towards you, it begins to charge and is raising both its fists up the air, and it's going to go ahead and give you the smackdown.
Oh, man. Ah!
So, he swings and does 5 hit.
It does not.
All right. So, this thing brings down both its club-like arms towards you, swinging. And as you swivel out of the way, it brings its arms once more, brings it up, and now begins to bring it down to you again.
Bastard.
Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay. So as this as the second swing makes contact, you will be taking 3 points of damage.
Oh,
And I'll go ahead and apply that.
Okay. Oh. Well, hang on. That's that, and now... There we go. Oh, God. Okay.
All right.
Awful. You don't see it.
Do you
So you
still
don't-
have your reaction?
No, that's done now. I only had 2 things for the reaction.
Ah, so there
It's
is a
already done,
limit.
dusted.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So, Gadar, one of these things are not like the others, which in this case is a broom. And smackety smack 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 whack.
All right.
Okay, let's go ahead, see how this goes. So that is a 15 versus AC.
Shield.
Shield. Okay, cool. So, what was the total of your shield? 16?
16.
Okay, perfect. So, this broom, it almost now in the same sort of predicament as the previous one, where it is very lopsided and goes to swing towards your head. The broom goes to swing towards your head, and sort of your shield once more comes up and it goes bang, and it's now just like sort of circling you once more. Raynor, Mr. Invisible Man.
Yes. The invisible one indeed. So I'm assuming this arena is circular, right? Like we're at the corner of it, near the entrance?
You are more towards the center.
Okay, near the center.
Yep.
Alright, so what Raynor is going to do is he's going to notice that Annie can't really attack this armor because he's in the way, kind of. So he's gonna try to book it in a different direction that would give them a clear line of sight.
Sure.
So as far-ish as he needs to be. And then he's going to cast Healing Word on Annie, noticing that they had been damaged. So that's a bonus. So I can select any number of targets. So I'll put that in the chat and read it. So Healing Word. A creature of your choice that you can see within your range regains hit points equal to 2d4 plus your spellcasting ability modifier. I don't know how many I can do. It says a creature, so I'm assuming one creature.
A creature of your choice,
So-
yes.
Yes. So I'm going to cast it at first level. And that should be 9.
What does this look like?
Like, Rainer's going to flicker in and out of invisibility
Mm-hmm.
as he's kind of like concentrating. And he's going to kind of like focus towards Annie's direction as
Mhm.
he sends good vibes. Kind of, essentially. He's just like concentrating as like little beams of light head in that direction.
Okay, as you send these good vibes towards Annie, how much is it?
So it is 9.
All right, perfect. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so as you cast a spell and you're shimmering in and out of invisibility, you find
Yes.
as the spell ends, you are now quite visible. Both of you now see Raynor way across the like just at the edge of this makeshift sort of stage.
Oh, the little one isn't dead.
So it would seem.
He just kind of waves. It's like, oh, you can
Sorry.
attack now.
Very weakly waves back.
Oh no.
And he just gives
Is
a
there anything else
nod.
you'd like to do, Raynor?
I don't think Vicious Mockery will work because none of them have any minds. So I assume that is all I can. I might just cast a Mage Hand because I don't know if it will be useful. So a Mage Hand is a spectral floating
Okay.
hand that you can place wherever you want. It's only limited to 30 feet, can't really do much, can't attack, can't activate items, or carry more than 10 pounds. Yeah.
Oh, 10 pounds now. Oh, that's a lot more than what it used to be.
Was it?
So previously, yeah, it used to be 5 pounds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's really, really cool.
And that is his turn.
Okay. All right. So it is now the next round? Yes, round. Godar, this flying sword still circling you, almost weakly in a way. No longer the same Aragon spin, but sort of just like jello, but still goes for that stabby stab. And I do believe you still have shield up, is that correct?
I do still have shield. Yeah.
Okay, so there's a 13 hit.
13 does not.
Again, it just bounced off your shield. You are shielding your way through this, which is absolutely perfect. And it's continuing to circle towards you.
Oh,
The bloodletter.
it's trying.
And he charges towards the suit of armor, and he's now beginning to dance with it.
It's no time for dancing.
He says, he laughs towards your direction. He's going to go ahead and attack that suit of armor.
If anything, the tales of a guardian of galaxy is the dance-off defeats any opponent.
And he looks to Godar and just like, huh?
Rainer's just like, what are they doing? Way over there.
Even Gordar stands blankly, just like, what the fuck just took over him?
So you see the bloodletter continuously just slashes and tinks towards the suit of armor. Whether he's penetrating through its armor, because he is armor, you are not sure. Godar, you are up. You still have a broom and a sword flying around you.
Very weakly as the shield powers down. This is not good. Ew. Going to fingers, pointer finger and ring finger out. Little beads of green energy turn into a fang before he whips it towards one of the nearby ones. They're within 5 feet, aren't they?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay, so it would normally be at disadvantage, but because it's a sorcerer spell, it is now neutral.
That's correct.
Sorcerer's Burst is going to be poison damage. If it does hit, okay. 13. I'm going to use, as I am technically a human, I gain inspiration at the beginning of a long rest. I'm going to use that inspiration to re-roll it.
Awesome.
On something better. 15.
So a 15, unfortunately, that does not hit. So as you fling your spell, you see it fly forward and it hits just the edge of the bubble, the dome bubble, and you once again see that rippling effect. All right. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
That is his turn.
Okay. Annie.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Man. I just want this over with. And Annie is going to get her little cannon, a little baby cannon, and change it up once more to become a flamethrower.
Okay. Where are you aiming it?
She's going to aim it. Just trying to picture again who's in front of
Okay,
who.
so from where you're standing, imagine it this way, where just facing you, about 15 feet away, is the suit of... 10 feet away is the suit of armor and the bloodletter.
Yep.
And then 10 feet to your right is Godar and the two flying objects, the sword and the broom.
Okay. From Annie's perspective, how is Godard doing? Does he look like he's faring well? Does he look like he's about to die?
Barely holding himself up.
Great. Okay. Annie's going to ignore Godard and instead aim for the suit of armor and the Dragonborn.
Okay, so you're switching... you're switching the cannon to a...
flamethrower.
All right. Go ahead. You aim this flamethrower towards the suit of armor and the bloodletter.
Mm-hmm.
And do your magic.
Hell yeah. All right.
You fire this cannon. And we'll do the bloodletter first. And it is a dexterity saving throw. Is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
And the AC was... the DC is?
DC is 13, I believe.
All right, so the bloodletter will go first. So the bloodletter rolls a total of 9.
Okay.
And the suit of armor is going to roll a total of 5. All right, so go ahead and give me your damage.
Okay, the damage for fire is 11.
All right, so you fire and blast this cannon of yours, and you see it hit both the bloodletter and the suit of armor. As the flames engulf the suit of armor, you see it begin to crumble, and as it crumbles, you see these little wisps once more just flying up into the ether. And as it hits to the bloodletter, you hear him scream, this time not of, well, you're not sure if it's pleasure or pain, but it's just like... Is there
I am not sorry.
anything else you'd like to do?
That was my bonus action.
You still have your main action.
Hell yeah. Okay. Annie's going to make her way over to Raina.
Okay. And then?
She's going to move over to where she saw Raina last.
Yeah. He's still
Just trying
standing
to
there.
get away from... Oh, he's still... Okay, I thought he moved around. In that case, Annie's just going to move around this group of whatever it is.
Okay, so you going to walk past Gadar and the two objects that are flying around him?
No, she's going to walk the other way.
Okay. So you're going to take the long way around.
Yes.
All right, so you only get halfway. You won't
That's fine.
reach. You won't reach Raynor at the full extent. Okay.
That's fine.
She has an action to dash.
Oh yeah, you can dash if you want to get there all the way. Since you're not going to use your
Yeah.
action.
Yeah, okay, she can dash.
All right.
Why not?
Sure. All right. So you dash away. You dash around, and you're now side by side with.
How are you holding up?
I'm doing fine. It doesn't look like Godar is doing very well.
No, you can't do another one of those
Oh, I can.
feel better things.
Yeah. Good.
You see them muttering to themselves, unsure what they're saying, and
I don't see that. I'm too busy barely holding myself up, trying to defend myself
Okay.
against two flying
Yeah.
objects.
one of those flying objects is going to go smack
Mhm.
dab the broom once more, is going to try and smack you. And that is a 7 versus AC.
Doesn't hit.
Okay. It continues to limply just fly around you. Raynor, you're up.
Cool. He's kind of going to scream out to Godar. He's like, "You're doing fine."
I don't think so.
Okay. So he just kind of says, okay. So he just kind of focuses on Gordar. I need to make sure that this person's okay because they're going to die. And if they die, then I'm going to get a bigger sentence. And he heals Gordar for 9.
Okay. So you do your little shimmy
Yeah.
and you go guitar, I imagine. Unless he says
Yes.
something different.
Yeah, he's like, go to Gadar. And then kind of
Perfect.
like does this kind of where he's like Jack Sparrowing it with his hands, kind
yeah.
go in that general vicinity.
Yeah, sure. Good vibes on your way, Gadar.
You see pretty much his entire vitality come back to him. It's like the wounds heal and just like back to what they were before they started.
No HP. That's
Now
his
that was-
bonus.
Spellcast alive.
Yep, that was
No
your bonus. Well, what else would you like to do?
That's a good question. I don't have that much I could do. I'm going to attempt to I'm going to
Dance off.
he's just going to YOLO it and say, I'm going to use vicious mockery. So he's going to attempt to insult this wait, the armor's gone, right?
The armor's gone. So
Armor's
it's just
gone.
the it's
Sword
just a sword and a broom.
So he's going to insult the broom.
What
And he's-
insult are you going to say?
He's like, "You're not even a good broom. Like, I've seen better brooms at you at my grand's house."
Okay. All right, let's just take a look here. There is no there's a string of insults laced with a subtle enchantment on one creature you can see within range. Now the question is, can a broom hear?
Yes, that is a great question. Can a broom
Now let's
understand?
find out. So
Mhm.
it can't be deafened, which I assume cannot hear.
Sick. So yeah, Rainer's just gonna keep insulting it, even if it doesn't do anything.
It's still sort of like
Yeah.
limply, sort of just circling Gadar. All right. A new round. So each round is 6 seconds, correct?
Yep.
I believe we are on the 4th round now. Yes, round
Mhm.
4. So that's like a little over half a minute. No, is it? 6 times 4. That's 24. Yeah, nearly half a minute. This very limp sword is just going to go ahead and try and dive towards you. Does a 10 hit?
A 10 does not.
Okay, perfect. So it's just these two limp things that are just like circling you, and it's just not as impressive. And like you now begin to hear the crowd just going, boo, boo, what is this? And they're just going like this. All right. You now see the bloodletter charges towards you on fire now. Like his shirt is his jumpsuit, his prison jumpsuit is almost non-existent, and he's like burning, and like blood is like dripping from his arms, and you see blood dripping from his face. There's still a bit of dribble acid, and he's just running towards you, Godar. You are unsure if he's coming for you or if he's coming for the
No.
and he's like, come here, pretty one, he yells out, and he's going to begin his sickle dance. And you see him go ahead and bring down his sickle towards one of the towards the broom. And let's take a look here. So he brings his first sickle, and you see him almost doing this dance. And as you're going, no, the broom is like here at your face, and the sickle is like literally half an inch away from your face as it comes down, as this broom shatters in front of you, right? And again with those little wisps. And then as that happens, you see him sort of twirl to your back, and he's now going to go ahead and try and sickle the sword. You see, as you see him go towards the sword, you see them almost like trading sparks. So he's hitting it at this point like multiple times. It's like ting ting, and he's doing his very nice dance. All right, you are up, Godar.
Gordar was no, stay away from me. And he's going to walk backwards. If attack of opportunity, if you would like to take so.
Yes. Okay. So as it's trading blows with the bloodletter, the sword tries to make a swing at you. Does a 7 hit?
7 does not.
All right. It continues as it swings. You see the bloodletter sort of like sweeps it up with one of his sickles, preventing it hitting you.
And pointer and ring finger flick out. Beads of energy just turn into snake fangs as he whips it forwards. As I cast Sorcerer's Burst, does a 23 hit.
Most definitely.
Alrighty. I hit an 8. I rolled an 8.
Yes.
So
Very
I get
good.
to add
Yep.
another D8. Please roll another 8. Please roll another 8.
Oh,
It's a 1. Okay, so 9 points of poison damage.
All right, perfect. So you see the bloodletter trading blows with this very limp sword, and he's still trying, like he's giving it his all, while this sword is just like
I'm sure he
limply going. Meh. Yeah, he's giving it his all, and as your sorcerer's burst hits this sword, it goes up into flames and it begins to dissipate once more. And that's where we're going to end it. I'm Larry, and I have been your GM this evening, and thank you all for listening. Say goodbye, everyone.
Bye!
See ya.
bye-bye.
Bye, everyone.
Meow.
Good night, Mrs. Akmonic, wherever you are.
Who?
Hi there. Robert here, just quickly jumping in at the end of this episode to let you know about a little segment we are calling Table Talk. But what is Table Talk? Well, I'm glad that you asked, and I'm not placing pre-written words into your mouth. Table Talk is the show after the show, where we, Larry, Bella, Zen and I, chat about the session we just had. It's going to be a bit more freeform and conversational, a way for you all to get to know us better as well as our characters. So for now,
After each episode, we'll be keeping Table Talk a part of the episodes, just a little bit of a wind down afterwards. But if you guys like it, we may spread it into its own thing, where we answer burning questions that you might have, as well as delve into other parts of our characters' thoughts and their actions and the world they live in. But that's enough for me for now. Let's get back to the table for some chatting.
Table Talk. How did we enjoy it?
Yeah.
For our first episode, our first session, I was rusty as hell.
Nah, it was fine.
There was a few things.
It was a good time.
Yeah. It went a lot longer than I thought. Like flying brooms and
Combat does that.
Yeah. Combat kills me.
The more creatures you add to
Yeah,
it,
of
the longer
course.
it takes.
Yeah.
I have to say, like,
So-
I felt very rusty playing Annie for a bit because, like, I wasn't.
Well, yeah.
Not to say that I wasn't interested in playing Annie like anymore, but more so like I haven't dove into her character for a little bit, so I kind of felt like
Well,
I
yeah.
wasn't familiar with her again. So I need to bring that. I need to bring that back into my own headspace.
Yeah, well, and also considering the mere fact that that this has been in development for quite a while, and this was the only time we were able to record this particular session.
Yeah.
Like, it is a bit tricky to get back into the groove or into the character of it. Looking back in retrospect, right, without even listening to it, there was there's so many things that I wish that I could have done or I could have changed. Like, I wanted to do a lot more commentary as DJ Schlipschlorp, the warden of the prison.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to have, I guess it was a bit of jitters at the start, where I wanted to have a bit more of a cinematic feel of the at the beginning, where it was it was showing the city in itself, and then it slowly goes towards the prison. And initially I wanted to have it as well where you guys start in your own separate cells, right? But I thought, to cut for time, to sort of like cut it down, like straight, you're already there, sort of awaiting to be entered into this blood sport thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. So questions. What is highlights, please, from the top? Bella, what would your highlight be from this episode?
I loved how you put through like the, what do you call it, like the needle things, like the stone pins. Did you call it?
Oh, into the
collars.
the toothpick size.
Yes,
Yeah.
I really liked the idea of those, and I loved how instead of having the characters like each pick out their own weapon or pick out their own thing, it just willed it into existence. I really liked
Yeah.
that.
See, that was originally the idea. You guys were going to be presented with similar sets of gear of what you would have, but just kind of like a shittier version of it. Not that the stats would change or anything, but like, so for example, with Gadar had like a crystal necklace,
Mhm.
right? It would have been like a shitty makeshift necklace, which would have been a substitute for his original one. But the whole needle into the collar thing was spur of the actual moment. And I think that's where I shine. I think that's where I shine the best as a DM.
Mhm.
Like coming up stuff on the spot.
Coming up stuff on the spot. Yep.
English.
Coming up with
English.
stuff on the spot.
Thank
Yeah.
you. But this is what this episode should be. It's just like, do we English?
English 101.
Honestly, yeah,
Yeah, English 101. It's clearly we all had struggles of speaking.
for real. Oh my god.
But yes, that was improvised, and I think that's my where my strength lies, in improvisation.
Yes, I would say it is
Yeah.
for sure.
It was good. I liked the necklace thing. It was really interesting because then it started making me personally think, I'm like, I wonder how many people have tried to, like, it's a prison. How many people are starting to try and jimmy up their own thing to get their gear back for like short periods of time or that kind of stuff.
So
And I'm like,
those this actually, the thought also ran in my head as I was creating it on the spot. Those little stone toothpick shaft things are actually the same sort of stone that the collars are made of. So it resonates
I see.
with so the magical property of that that toothpick would resonate with your because the collar is basically it's a dampener,
Mm-hmm.
right, preventing you from using the abilities that you do have. And I also toyed with the idea of the it would have been so much work, so I kind of like just pulled it back. So originally what the collar was also going to do was also going to bring down all your stats to a base level of 8 across the board, right? And I'm just and that's so much work. That's so much. I don't want to do that. So I just removed that idea. Rob, highlight.
pretty much like I enjoyed pretty much all of it. Like, you know, learning a bit more about the prison, learning, you know, going into the combat, being terrified by a fucking pearlescent dragonborn that wants to eat my face off. You know, like, yeah.
Good old bloodletter. All right. I'm gonna keep calling you Zen,
Yeah, that's
just out of sheer habit. But
Yeah.
highlight.
For me, it was Gordar's kind of introduction and like how he walked into this place. He was completely nervous. He was thinking about it as like, oh, they're guards. I'm gonna try to convince them that like I need to see this warden. And I was like, this is great. This is setting me up for like, okay, this person's the introduction for not only the viewers but everyone around it as well. But yeah, it was just Gordar's introduction. It was a good introduction not only for the viewers but also for not viewers, listeners, but also anyone else. And I found that like really interesting because Gordar was like, okay, well, I'm scared, and it set the tone for me as well.
I very much like how you all played your characters. You all performed it so well that I was very, very happy with it. The guards, I wish I did a little more with the guards, but I wanted to get you guys straight into combat because I knew that like I didn't know how long it was going to take, I'll be honest. But that was a real slog. I did like also as well all your reactions to the bloodletter.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Straight up murderer with like 600 or something kills, whatever it was. The original bloodletter in my mind was like a cold, calculating killer. And I think I sort of like, in my mind, he's still that, but just also an absolute fucking psychopath.
Yeah. I mean, who cuts themselves and like starts going,
Yeah.
yeah, baby.
That See, that's another thing that was just improvised. It was like I had an original concept in my head on how it was supposed to be, and then in that moment, I'm just like, make him crazy.
Yeah, that was
Make him crazy.
Yeah, that's.
I like
I
the guards
dig.
though. I like the guards a lot. I mean, that whole conversation between Gordar and the guard with the mother.
Yeah.
And I saw like Bella also reacting like I was, which was like, dude, he's making fun of you.
That was so good, actually. That was.
And he's like, right, it's just my mother. I haven't actually seen her.
Do you know where she lives?
It's like, oh, you met her. Could I get an address? And he was like, yeah, 1, 2, 3. Fuck you. That's mine.
So good. That's so
I was like,
fucking good.
Is that with a capital F or is that PH?
Oh man.
Oh, fuck.
I am.
Yeah, he's got
Yep.
no social awareness.
No, it's great. Like, I think you've personified very much the unaware noble who does not know what happens outside his bubble. And the fact
Absolutely
that
not.
he's in prison and doesn't know why he's in prison. Well, he thinks he's there temporarily, and he'll be let out at any moment.
Again, limited on how much we're speaking because this is still part of an episode.
Yeah. Oh,
So don't give away everything.
that's right. Cut that out.
Yes.
Cut that out. Cut it out.
You want to remember, this isn't. We're still recording. This is still part of the thing.
Well, get to the point and just sort of like bleep it. And then it ends to the point where I go, cut that out.
Yeah. But I also really liked how Annie is. You see signs of like Annie actually probably does care, even if they say they don't. That like, I was like, yeah, no, you can see the intent behind that. It's like, oh, I could help Gordard, I'm not gonna, because flamethrower. But it's also like, do I really want to attack and kill everyone? I'm just gonna go over there.
Well,
I thought it was really
Except Bloodletter.
like-
Just burning him
yeah,
alive.
it's just a good
He
setup.
enjoyed it. He enjoyed being on fire. Yeah.
yeah, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst part, you know, because Annie already was just kind of like, I don't know this man. And then all of a sudden, this dude is like, so that's how I remember your flint fingers. And Annie's just there like, okay, but who are you? Like, I don't remember you. Did I make your sick?
Masochist?
I don't think I did.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
as soon as he started getting like,
I did also
excuse
like
my
him
language,
puking.
viewers,
Well,
turned
his
on
fire breath.
by
Well,
being
his
set
breath
on
was-
fire and other pieces of damage, and he's
I-
just like, okay, this guy's
If I was gonna go with comedic
this
effect,
guy's like,
I would have done
he's
the
screwed.
and he's
Yeah.
about to. You think he's about to? Well, he's just like.
Yeah, that was awful.
But I didn't think that would have been in character
Awful.
for him. So I just had him probably. But I do like I've always found it funny for breath weapons, like if it's something like that, to make it like puke. So, and then I always love doing the
Probably
sound
not.
effect of going. I love that.
It's so
my
strange.
God.
Like, I love and hate almost any type of sound effect that Larry makes. Because on one hand, it's so convincingly good, but then on the other hand, it is so convincingly good that it icks me out. Like, you just now doing the whole like puking sound thing, I'm just like I can feel it on me. Like, stop it. Put it back. Like,
Okay, well, thank you so much, guys, for playing. I will see you next time for the next episode. So I
Yeet.
look forward to that. Thank you all for listening for our little table talk. My highlight would be I wish I utilized him more, but I did enjoy DJ Schlipschlorp. Okay. Good night, everyone. Bye.
bye.
Bye.